Greetings, one and all. Welcome to my 500 subscribers Q&A special. Yes, I am here to answer some of the questions that you have asked me over the last week regarding myself, my channel, and anything else to do with ice hockey. I'm also wearing my New York Rangers customised alternate third jersey. So I've dressed for the occasion, and I hope you guys have as well. Tuxedos, hockey jerseys, anything you want, as long as you've dressed for the occasion. This is a fancy thing. I don't often show this beautiful mug on the channel, so I hope you appreciate it. Now, all of that's out the way, let's get on to the questions! Matt Campbell asks, how did you get into hockey? Well, I mean, this seems like a very good one to start with, actually. This is probably a question that several people have. So, my family and I, we often used to travel to America every year on our summer holiday. I believe you Americans call it summer break. So, yeah, we often went there once every year, and we'd go to places like Chicago, to LA, we went to California, San Francisco. So, lots of different places, New York as well, Hawaii. We went to several different places in America, all over the country, I guess, from west to east and things like that. So we travelled usually once every year, and one year my dad decided to buy me NHL 2004 on the PC. Now, I've always been quite a big gamer, so I was like, okay, I'll play it, sure, I love games, I'll play this. So I played it for a little while once we installed it after coming home on our holiday. And I played it for a little while, and I just kind of forgot about it, really. I just kind of thought, nah, I'm not really feeling this anymore. So then I left it. I just left it to sit in our box of games or whatever it is and didn't touch it for a little while. And then a couple of years later, I was really bored one day. I can't remember why I was bored. I can't remember what was the situation other than I was bored. And one day I was there and I saw NHL 2004 just like sitting there. And I thought, right, I need to play this. So I went and got it and I put it into my PC. I installed it again, because I think we'd uninstalled it at that point. Played it, and yeah, I got really, really hooked on it. So I played it loads and loads and loads, and I got to the point where I then started looking at the NHL website, looking at loads of videos on YouTube about different players and different stories within the NHL, and the rest is history, as we are here today celebrating 500 subscribers on a ice hockey only YouTube channel. So, it's safe to say that it's had a pretty big influence on me. Next question! Nakamise, I probably said that really badly. He asks, is your red beard better than Ryan Ellis's beard? Well, take a look at it. I don't think so. So, if I just, shift myself over here, and we go, boom, Ryan Ellis's beard right here. My beard, his beard, my beard, his beard, my beard, his beard. I think he kind of wins this, I've got to be honest. Mine's a little bit ginger at points. I mean, you can't really see it in the webcam, which is quite nice. Yeah, I think Ryan Ellis wins this one. You win this round, Ryan Ellis. Now you've got to try and win the Stanley Cup final. Oh! But yeah, so I'm only 20 years old though, so I've got a couple of years to catch up. Hopefully I'll be able to get a solid beard by that point. How old is Ryan Ellis at the moment? Is he late 20s or is he early 30s? Because I have about 9-10 years maybe to catch up on Ryan Ellis. So give me a couple of years and I'll have a Ryan Ellis beard in no time. Ha ha! 420 Blaze It asks, are you interested in any other sports? I am interested in a few other sports, but no way nearly as much as I am interested in ice hockey. I mean, football or soccer, for all of you American weirdos, it's full of wimps. Football's really full of wimps. American football is decent, but I mean, I'll be retired by the time I watch a game from start to finish because they take so long. And basketball, I think basketball's pretty good, but there's just too many, individual egos going absolutely crazy. It's all just, look at me, I've got more swag than the next person. I don't care about that. Just play the game, play basketball, win for your team. I think that's why I like hockey so much. It's a team sport, and you get a few egos like PK Subban, which he's quite a fun guy to watch, I think. You either love him or you hate him. There are quite a few egos in hockey, but it is more about the, I want to do this for my team. Might not be very interesting interviews, but I don't think that matters. I think the team sport and the fact that it's everybody has to work together, otherwise you don't win. I think that's the big thing that I like about hockey and why I'm interested in hockey more than other sports. Max Jensen asks, is Odd Man Rush going to talk about the Stanley Cup? Well, hello! I'm going to talk about the Stanley Cup then. Well, I mean, let's be honest, I think the Rangers should have won it for sure. I think they were pretty robbed of the cup. No, I'm joking. In all seriousness, Pittsburgh looks pretty strong at the moment in the Stanley Cup final against Nashville, considering they have a 2-0 series lead on Nashville, and they have Game 3 starting a couple of hours after this video goes up. Yeah, I mean, Pittsburgh, they have the potential to become the first team since the salary cap era began to win back-to-back Stanley Cup titles, which would be incredibly historical for any sort of team. So that's a big thing that could happen. Or Nashville could win their first Stanley Cup in franchise history. So whoever wins the Stanley Cup this year, whether it's Nashville if they come back from the 2-0 deficit starting tonight, or the Pittsburgh Penguins if they potentially sweep the Nashville Predators, history will be made by either team that comes into this. Iceland Ball asks, what is your favourite old-time hockey team? I think it's got to be the Hinto Brews for this one, for sure. It's got to be the Schuylkill Hinto Brews. I mean, they aren't the best team. They aren't the most successful team. But the journey you and I shared with them in our Story Mode series is one that the fans of the Hinto Brews, fans of this channel, hopefully will never forget. As we went from a failing team, a team right at the bottom of the conference, looking like they had no chance to win, we went from a bottom feeder, bottom dwelling team to the winner of the Johnny Cup. And that's just fantastic. That's beautiful. I think I might cry. It's so beautiful. I mean, the Rum Runners are a close second, I should say, actually, because I quite like them. But yeah, Hinto Brews. Hinto Brews all the way. Hinto Brews. Hinto Brews. Hinto Brews. Joe McCaig asks on Twitter, favourite all-time Nottingham Panthers player? Well, I've only been following the Nottingham Panthers for the last 2 or 3 seasons, and I've only really lightly followed them. I haven't paid attention to every single game. I haven't looked at the box score for every single game. I don't live near Nottingham, so I can't go to every single game. Wish I could, but I can't. And I don't really have a favourite player because I don't know the team in and out so much. And another problem with the EIHL is the fact that players come in and out of the league so frequently that it's difficult to find a favourite player and buy his jersey, because chances are the next season he's off playing in France or something, or playing in Germany, or going back to the AHL, something like that. But I mean, if I had to pick a favourite, I think I'd have to go with David Clark. He seems like the sort of player that will do anything he can to help his team win. If he needs to play on the third line, if he needs to play on the penalty kill, if they need to score a goal, or if they need to make a big bone-crushing hit, Clark seems like the guy that can do all of that. And I mean, he's been in Nottingham for the last, 15 years or so? So he's a hometown hero, I think. And he produces, even at this age, like with the Nottingham Panthers, with Team GB, he has stayed a consistent producer on both teams. And he's helped them win some pretty decent titles. So, David Clark, you are my favourite player. Love me. And last but not least, Chris Isop, he asks, how do you feel about the Islanders and their arena situation? Also, are you ever coming to America and watching an NHL game? Well, let's deal with each question at a time, shall we? So, in answer to your first question, I don't really know about the Islanders and their arena situation. So, if it's good, then, hooray, this is great! And if it's bad, then, no, that's really bad. In answer to your second question, though, there has been some talk, potentially, within the family about sending me to New York on my 21st birthday to go and see the Rangers play at MSG. However, I am going to be busy at university at that point because I'm entering my last year of university, the last year of my contract, guys. And I'm going to be really busy because I'm doing an acting and creative performance degree, just in case you wanted to know. You didn't ask the question, but I'm answering it anyway. And so I'm doing an acting and creative performance degree. So my third year is basically do show after show after show after show after show. So I might not have the time to do it. I might go next year, though. I might go once I finish my degree. That'd be pretty awesome. Go and see a game at MSG. But I kind of need the money. This YouTube money needs to come in. It's not enough at the moment. Guys, come on. You've got to help me out here. But there's also talk of me, or I'd really like to do Camp Canada once my degree ends. However, that's in the summer. So I'd like to go and teach acting or performing arts stuff to people at Camp Canada next year after I finish my degree next summer. So sort of this time next year. But, yeah, that'll be during the summer, so there won't be any NHL games being played, which is a bit of a problem. So hopefully there'll be a chance that I can do that. I'd also like to go and look at the Hockey Hall of Fame Museum, maybe once I do Camp Canada. But it's all very much up in the air, and I'd love to go and just look at some more hockey stuff, go to Canada again. Have been to Canada a few times. I've visited Calgary, Vancouver, and a couple of other places. Colorado, maybe? I can't remember. I don't think so. But I've been to Canada once or twice and had a look around there as well, and I really liked it. So I'd love to go back. I'd love to potentially live there at some point. That would be absolutely awesome. Go and watch hockey games all the time. Go just talk to people about hockey. It would be great. So yes, there you have it. This has been the 500 subscriber Q&A special. What did you think about the questions that I asked, or are there any other questions that you'd like answered? Please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear what you guys think. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Please feel free to like, subscribe, share, or watch some of my other videos. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for 500 subscribers once again, and goodbye.